stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We have playoff basketball. Who do we got in the streets this morning? We have Sneeps is up in here. Federico's here. We the people, good morning. The common man, Cameron Quinlan. Bon matin, Ifit Nico. We got Shigs in the house. Bottomline Holmes is here. Garrett's here. DJ Local. Mitch is in the house. Shout out Mitch, he's made a couple appearances on the playback. I hope you guys checked out playback last night for some of the playoff action. We got Snoopaloop, ATCJ13 in the house. I feel like we haven't seen you in a while, sir. EJ's here. Brent's here. Santa's Boy Stores in the house. We got Ming here. Everybody's here. And you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Vibes are back. Vibes are back in the house. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag ICE. We're going to mess around with this a little bit more today, huh? A little bit more. You see the screen, but you also see me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're here, for this beautiful face. Oh, wow. I just like go out of picture too. That's kind of fun. Yeah, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag ICE. We're going to give away something here a little bit later in the program. Hey, we got so much stuff going on. So much stuff happening. We had 2 playoff games last night. We have 2 more playoff games tonight. We also have some 89 Cavs action. I believe that's going to be at 7 o'clock. There's a chance we do it tomorrow instead, because there's no basketball tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And then on, what do we got? What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, Shot Tank is back. We get some Shot Tank action. Top Shot announced a bunch of stuff yesterday. We've got some So Rare sweats going on. I want to shout out a lot of the links in the show notes. I know I've brought this up before, but we've got we're putting out shout out oversubscribe, right? When we hit our goal, and shout out Veronica as well. We are hammering short form content right now. Excuse me as I cough. So we're throwing it on TikTok. You can search Mike Zakarian NBA. We're throwing it on Instagram at Mike Zakarian. We're throwing it on Twitter at Mike Zakarian and Team Hold. We're throwing it on just everywhere. Putting it up in YouTube Shorts. They are a lot of fun. What do we have to redeem to get more Mike? It's a great question. Unfortunately, regulator, you don't need to redeem anything because I put myself out here too much. Also, I sound terrible. We had our show again last night. My voice is deteriorating in real time. So looking forward to how trash it's going to be by the end of today. But yeah, I think that's housekeeping stuff, right? I think that's the housekeeping. But yeah, if you see the short form content, whether it's on Twitter or TikTok or wherever, just engage with it. Throw a little comment there. Let's get the short form stuff bumping. We're having some fun with it. But yeah, one more time, like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag ICE. That is for both Trae Young and for Dennis Schroeder and LeBron James. We had some wild basketball last night. And I'll be honest. I'm not above being honest. I fell asleep with about 5 minutes left in the game last night, which honestly, I don't think the Wolves scored after that. So I fell asleep, but I woke up early this morning and I got after it and I finished it. And let's start with that game. We'll start with the later game and then we'll get into the Hawks Heat. So for those that didn't watch, the Lakers won 108-102 in overtime. Wolves are up 6 at the end of the first. They were up 11 at halftime. They were up 7 going into the fourth quarter. There was a total of 31 points scored in the fourth quarter. The Lakers outscored the Wolves 19-12. And then in overtime, the Wolves only scored 4 points. The Lakers scored 10. Just some statty stuff. Conley was like the only one who, that's not fair. Karl-Anthony Towns had an incredible first half. And then got into foul trouble, which we can complain about. And he just is not somebody that plays great basketball in foul trouble. But Mike Conley, though, balled. Mike Conley balled out. He had 23, hit some big shots in the fourth quarter. And we'll talk about the foul as well. Ant-Man had 9 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, 4 turnovers. I don't know. Do we think Anthony's hurt? Do we think Ant-Man is hurt? I'm a little nervous. He took a tough fall, landed on his shoulder. I like to think that Anthony Edwards is he's a big time, he shows out big moments. He doesn't seem to be someone who's scared of the moment. If anything, I thought Anthony Edwards would be the guy throwing the ice in the veins. But he looked banged up. which is a bummer. That that the Wolves are just unlucky right now. The Wolves are unlucky, and I don't think like the Lakers get the W. The Lakers take. Let me finish the stats, and then we'll do some takes. AD had 24 and 15. LeBron had 30, 10 and 6. They got 12 and 6 from Austin Reeves. Vanderbilt got 0. Rui got 12 off the bench, and then Dennis Schroeder was big time in the second half. He had 21 off the bench. I don't think anybody should feel good about that game. If you're Minnesota, if you want to go glass half full, you didn't have Rudy Gobert, right? And you should be getting him back for this game at home against the winner of tonight's game. You didn't have Jared Vanderbilt, but you won't have him. You won't have him back. Now it looks like Ant-Man is hurt. And the fact that you went into LA and you almost took that game, you almost took that game from the Lakers. But if you're the Lakers, like no one should be doing a rallying cry right now. Like Lakers fans, if you're out there being like 7C taking on Memphis Grizzlies, you guys look like ass. Like this is bad basketball. It was bad basketball. Like congrats on coming back. The defense showed up in the fourth quarter, but like, whew, I don't know if I'd be like, oh, dude, Memphis, bring on the Grizz gang. But yeah, the stars showed out. AD and LeBron combining for 54 points. I don't know. I mean, are people excited about the Lakers taking on the Grizzlies? Like, is anyone out there being New Swami Lakers in 6? Suck it, Mike. I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can see the series being extended a little bit. And I guess if you're just like, listen, they play defense, they have LeBron, they have AD. Maybe this was just they thought this was going to be an easy win for them, and because the Wolves were so shorthanded and didn't have their bigs on defense, I just don't know, man. I'm not walking away from that game being like Lakers, baby, Lakers. I'm a hater, so I want the Lakers to beat Memphis. Lake Show is a great show. I can see the Lakers winning in 7. Listen, maybe I'm wrong. I can see them extending the series. I can see them extending the series. Right. Steven Adams is not going to be available for the playoffs. We talked about that in the YouTube short that we did for the good thing, bad thing for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's like Xavier Tillman and Jaren Jackson Jr., and that's it. And if one of them gets in foul trouble, bad news Bears. Bad news Bears. So I don't know though. I'm not feeling super duper about the Lakers. And so the Wolves now. So tonight we got the Pelicans are taking on Oklahoma City Thunder. Also, shout out the Wednesday schedule versus the Tuesday schedule because the games start a half hour early. My brain loves that. So that game's at 9:30 Eastern time. And the winner of that game will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota. And as I said, they should have Rudy back. So Minnesota should, in theory, be favored. But man, I don't know. I was looking at the bench of Minnesota too. So because Borland was messaged me about this as well, and we were like talking about how they're going to attack their backup bigs, and Luka Garza wasn't even on the roster, and then Nathan Knight. These are like because no Rudy. Nathan Knight only played 2 minutes too. They realized like really early on, they're like, nah, we can't. We're not going to be able to do this. Kyle Anderson played 45 minutes. All 5 starters played over 40 minutes. And honestly, I feel like if they played Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he was the only bench guy that played like meaningful minutes. He played 23 at 11 and 4. Shout out Noah. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I felt like you could have kept him out there even longer. I think I would have been okay with that. If you kept him out longer. Noah looks good, but yeah, I mean the depth is a problem. Also, did my computer freeze up? Can you guys? I mean, I can't even see the chat, so it doesn't even matter. This is wild. All right, I'm back. Noah looked decent. Yeah, but they only played him like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. That was kind of wild. Borland says, sure, the Wolves underperformed and choked late, but they deserve some credit where folks are expecting a blowout. Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, they should get some credit for making it a competitive game. But I mean, you gotta like put that game away. They did choke. Oh, coming from WW expired. All right. So this is WWE fresh. Coming from a Celtics Lakers fan. I believe the Lakers will make their way to the finals where LeBron James will solidify his legacy. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, Old Navy. Wow. All right, dude. All right. We're high as hell this early in the morning. All right. Anyways, I don't know. I think Minnesota is playing. I don't know. Who do we think wins this game? Who do we think wins this game? Who are you taking? Pels or Thunder? Put it in the chat. Pels or Thunder tonight. I think some of the exciting stuff that we're getting from that matchup, we have and shout out. They're not watching. The low post, Zach Lowe yesterday. He had uh I forget who was on. Who was that? Was it Howard Beck? Where it was like, we've got Lou Dort. Let's drop a video, dude. We haven't dropped a Dort banger in a while. Turn your headphones down unless you're a baller. Turn it up. There we go. So, yeah, we got Dort against Brandon Ingram, and then they'll begin throwing on Herbie Jones, baby. Herbie Jones. Stop and Pop says, I just got out of jail after 2 years, and my Top Shot account is at $1,300 when it was $9,500 when I got locked up in June of 2021. Whoa, hold on. Stop and Pop. What happened? What happened? Yeah, I can tell you what happened with Top Shot. I need you to tell me what happened. What happened, Stop and Pop? Yeah, the accounts went down. All of the users went away. Maybe they went away similar to how you went away. The users went away, but the moments didn't. The moments kept going up. The moments kept coming up. But hey, I'm glad. Honestly, I hope this is the first thing you did, Stop and Pop. When you came back, I hope first thing you're like, I need to check in on Team Hold. We are going to talk about some Top Shot in a little bit, though. I'm excited to dive into that. We had a fun announcement yesterday. Wow, dude, Stop and Pop. That threw me for a loop. 13 minutes in, we're whiling. Also, hey, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag ICE, hashtag ICE, hashtag ICE. And we'll give away a moment here at the end to help boost up your account value there, Stop and Pop. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? What else do we got? So most people, it seems like, think Brandon Ingram balls out, Pelicans move on, and then play the Wolves. So let's play this out. I am rooting for the Thunder, but I do think the Pelicans are going to win. I'm rooting for the Thunder. I think the Pels are going to win. Who are you taking? Pels versus Wolves. Pelicans versus Wolves. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. There we go. Stop and Pop. All right. I think we were doing a bit. But anyways, I'm here for it. I'm here for the bits. So who are you taking, Pelicans or Wolves? Now, you got to remember, Rudy Gobert should be back. No Jared Vanderbilt, though. But Rudy is a big deal. Rudy's a big deal because otherwise Jonas Valanciunas would be out there just balling. Martins has given us the Wolves. Who else? Who else you guys have? Put it in the chat, baby. Okay, Wolves. Pels if Gobert plays. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wolves. Yeah, I think most people are going to lean Wolves. I really don't know. I don't know. I wasn't, I love Mike Conley. I think Mike Conley is like such a nice calming presence. Vando is, what did I say? Oh, sorry. I meant McDaniels. All right. Fenny's taking the Pels. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know what I would do with that matchup. I think Brandon Ingram could really ball in that matchup. I'm nervous about Anthony Edwards. I think if Anthony Edwards is dinged up, that's going to be a problem. I think that would be a problem if he's dinged up. But if he's okay, I think I would take the Wolves here. My bags want the Wolves. Man, I have so much Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards and underdog, and if they don't, that would really suck if they lose. Yeah, the Wolves win at home. That is true. They do get the home matchup. They get an extra day of rest as well. Snoop Loop with a great point. Maybe that is why the numbers went down. Lots of people went to Joe. Pels if Zion mans up. So you guys want to talk about Zion here for a second on New Orleans? There a report came out, I think. So Zion's not going to be ready for the playoffs, it sounds like, even if they get to round one. But it sounds like he is getting closer. But there was a report that said it was more like up here with his hamstring, which I think maybe some people are going to go dunk on that. But if you've ever pulled a hamstring, I do think like you think about that when you're running around, right? Because you're waiting. There's like this thought in the back of your mind, like, oh my God, I'm going to pull it again. like it doesn't feel 100%. So then you kind of like run weird. I know that's happening. And not that I'm comparing myself to Zion because Zion is like 11 of me. But I know like when I pulled my hamstring at my groin too, you just kind of every move you make, you're like thinking about that. So that actually makes sense. I wasn't sure how people were going to react to that news. If they're like, "Oh, dude, that dude's broken." But yeah, that made sense to me. That makes sense to me. All right, now we now know WWE expired is Snoopaloo. I had Snoopaloo Sneeps. We know that is our guy Sneeps out there, based on the T-shirt design and also the Luke Cornett mention. Anyways, all right. So that's enough of that game. I'm excited for the Pels Thunder. I think that's going to be a really fun game. I'm excited to watch that. And then I think the matchup, whoever the Wolves play, I think will be a competitive game, but the Wolves should be favored, I would think, by like 3 or 4 points. All right. East side. Let's go to the east side of things. This game, I listen, Fat L, dude. Fat L for me. I'll eat that. I love that Trae Young. Rumors come out. Trae Young is going to be bounced from Atlanta. They're going to move off of him. He's gone. Trae comes out here and just frees himself of the demons of the Miami Heat defense. And shout out we the people who was rooting hard for Atlanta. Not, I don't even think because he bet on it, but I think we can all agree, Miami Heat fans as well, Stan and Veronica, you weigh in on the chat. I don't think anybody wants to watch Miami play basketball anymore. I don't think Miami wants to play basketball anymore. It was gross. Hawks won 116-105. They had a 9-point lead going in to the second quarter. So they dropped 36 points in the first quarter, had a 9-point lead, stretched it to 15 at halftime, and then ended up holding on, winning by 11, 116-105. Trae, we lost our pick'em bet because Trae balled. He had 25 points, 8 boards, 7 dimes. DeJounte had 18 and 6. DeJounte was kind of big for them. I feel like he hit 3 threes, but it seemed like he hit all of those in the first quarter. He had like a solid first quarter. And it's Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey played 33 minutes off the bench. He gave him 17. It looks like, what did they have? 31, 43 bench points here. 17 from Sadiq Bey. Bogdanovich just dropped 14, and then Okongwu with the 12 spot. And then on the Heat side of things, like, I mean, dude, Bam is, I don't know. I mean, he had a monster block in this game that was really impressive. He had 12 points, 9 boards. He's just been so disappointing. Jimmy Bucks, 21 and 9. And then Tyler Hero. Listen, we'll do a hero drop just for like good vibes, but man. Yeah, Veronica says, I've been saying this since 2020. Our size is so bad, and Bam. Yeah, Bam's just been disappointing, man. When Bam is on, he seems like he should be one of the best bigs in the league. But man, he's just kind of tentative on offense. I mean, he's still a good defender, but Tomas was saying, guys, maybe somebody knows. Yeah, the Miami Heat game will count as on this game week. So the second game. So same thing for Minnesota and all of those bros. So all of those games count. So Rare's just having something with their on the back end that it's not like populating. But yeah, that game will count. Yeah, but anyways, Miami, I don't know. I'm a little nervous too. I mean, like Toronto and Chicago, I think are noticeably or considerably worse than both Miami and Atlanta. But it's one game, man. It's one game. So, I mean, I think we were all in agreement here, or maybe it's recency bias after watching Miami last night. So let's say Toronto beats Chicago. We'll do both scenarios. Toronto beats Chicago tonight. Who do you have? Who do you have? Toronto beats Chicago. So Toronto or Miami, who do you have? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chit chat. Borland says, speaking of so rare, I got a 70 bomb from Kyle Anderson. Yeah, Kyle balled last night. But yeah, who do you have? Because I think like I don't know. I want to say it's Miami, but man, they just look so bad, and it's one game, and who knows, man? Who knows? People are saying no. I'm gonna use both scenarios. I'm gonna use both scenarios, but I wanted to do Raptors versus the Heat first. Who do you take, Toronto or Heat? Veronica said, I saw a Reddit post that Miami has a bad season every odd year. All right. Everybody's just putting the Bulls in instead. All right, whatever. That's not helpful. I want to know who you think beats the Heat. And I was going to do both, but whatever. You can just put them all in. So if you think the Raptors win or the Bulls win, who are you? Is anybody taking Miami? Miami's got so many problems, says Sean Grant. It'll be hard to fix them. Also, you guys, so Sean Grant's been posting a couple of new basketball videos. He's been doing these big question video series. So go check out Storm and Pinball. He's got a new one coming out soon. He had one drop yesterday. Good stuff over there with Sean. All right. All right. People seem pretty mixed. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mention Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry turned back time last night. He had, what was Lowry's numbers? He had 33 and 5 off the bench. So there you go, Larry. One thing we need to talk about is Atlanta now getting the 7 spot, right? So Atlanta gets the 7 spot, which means they play the Celtics. Sean, formerly known as Patrick Ewing, said all the Celtics fans tweeting out about to get playoff Trey. This matchup is way better. I'm sorry. The Atlanta matchup is way better for the Celtics than the Miami matchup. I don't know if it's a clean sweep, but if you're the Boston Celtics, you'd much rather play, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella. Clint Capella, by the way, 21 boards last night. 4 points, but 21 boards. But I don't think any logical person is saying that they would rather play Atlanta than Miami. This is a really good matchup. They should have no problem. Like Trey might even get his, but they've got so many defenders they can throw at those guys, Why can't we see that the problem is letting PJ Tucker walk? No, dude, I disagree with that. PJ Tucker is going to be 40 years old making like $20 million a year. There's no reason to sign them. I mean, I would argue the mistake was made that they didn't fill that role, but it shouldn't have been filled by PJ Tucker. I think Philly will end up regretting that. I've seen Toronto give my boys too many issues this season to bet against them. Toronto, I feel like Toronto has so much upside, but also so much downside. Like when Toronto is right, when Fred VanVleet's knocking down threes, Siakam's slicing and dicing, Scotty Barnes filling in the gaps everywhere, Toronto looks like a team that could give a first round some problems. But they haven't done that consistently. Like you get that 1 out of every 3 games. So I wouldn't hold my breath. Celtics are 3-0 this season versus the Hawks. Shot 48% from 3 during those 3 games. Is Gabe Vincent hurt? Left the game. No, Gabe means more Oladipo. I'm not sure. I didn't see the Gabe Vincent injury. I thought that had more to do with Kyle Lowry cooking, but Sneep said, I said this last night on playback. Playoff Trey is not nightmare fuel. The Donatello suit from one of the 90s Turtle movies is nightmare fuel. There you go. That's a great take. Could have paid PJ Tucker. Yeah, but I still would rather pay Duncan Robinson than PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker shouldn't be making $20 million at age 40. Yeah, I don't think the reason Philly is good is because of Tucker. I agree, dude. I agree. Tucker's had like 4 good games this year. Like 4. He's been putting up Tony Snell type numbers, All right, that was the recap. So we got Celtics and Hawks locked in. We've got the Grizzlies and the Lakers locked in. And then we will find out tonight who's going to be fighting for the 8 seed on Friday. And then this weekend, I'm going to drop the link to playback, by the way. If you guys haven't, it's free to join in there. So go ahead, just create an account. It's super free. And we're going to be doing playback streams all throughout the weekend and next week. Shout out Weisberg and Sneeps, who have been taking on the bulk of the streaming over there. We'll have a ton of giveaways fired up, but Weisberg has booked a ton of guests. So we have a really exciting, the Knicks Cavs game. We're going to have a fun stream. He's got plenty of guests. He's been cooking up a lot of stuff. So excited to announce a lot of the guests that we have soon. So go check that. Duncan over PJ, what? My point is, listen, I'm not talking about right now. I'm saying you can't pay PJ Tucker $20 million a year for 3 years when he's 40 years old. That's all I'm saying. The Duncan Robinson contract is also ass. It's also ass. I'm just saying you're not going to be able to play PJ next year. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I'm really excited, dude. I'm pumped. The playoffs have been so fun. Like the stream, subscribe, #ice. No, I agree with this. I agree. I'm talking more about the contract. I think they're both really, really bad. Oh man, the coffee's hitting different this morning. I love it. Wet like I'm booked. Question for you, sir. How many lineups into the dance are you? How many entries we're going to talk underdog in a little bit. I'm at 121, I think. I'm so close to maxing this thing out. So close. So close. All right, we're gonna talk a little. We're gonna talk a little. YouTube more armed robberies and Top Shot T-shirts. I love this. We're getting a. I feel like are people excited about basketball? I feel like a lot of people are coming back to Team Hold that haven't been here in a while, or is it because of the Top Shot announcement? Are people excited about the Top Shot announcement right now? Is that what's happening? We're going to pivot to Top Shot here for a second, in a second, to talk a little bit about their playoff announcement, the redemption. I'm going to have a video coming out a little bit later that explains it with a chance to win one of those packs. So make sure you tune into that. That'll come out this afternoon. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Sean says Tucker really fell off the cliff this year. Harden must be mad he took the pay cut to help sign him. Wonder if Tucker will somehow raise his game. Yeah, I mean, you just need Tucker to hit 2 threes a game and play defense, right? That is what you need. That is what you need. All right, let's dive into some of the announcement stuff. So, they announced the Champions Path collection, collect all the way to the finals. I'm pretty excited with what they did with this, mainly because listen, this isn't gonna wait. This is my first time here. Top Shot and Great Basketball Takes brought me here. Team Dole member Richard. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm glad you found it. So they announced yesterday this new playoff path where like it's a new way that they're approaching the playoffs. They're limiting the moments to like a 5,000 min count. There's some predictive stuff where like we move throughout the season. I'm going to break it down a little bit. I'll give you like the nuts and bolts. Oh, Wet Like a Book says he's done 0 dance entries. Oh my God. Wow. Wet Like a Book. Excuse me. Actually, let's do a mental health check. Let's do a mental health check so I can cough the rest of that out. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, you know? I think it changes you. Got an oldie but a goodie. I do think I think this is great. I think the announcement is great. It's almost making me want to buy a pack, which is really saying something because I've said I've been out on packs for quite a while. But what I love about this is that this is a way to like keep you engaged without like insane challenge announcements every single day, which I know they're still going to do. But I really like how they're approaching the playoffs because I don't know. It's the same thing I've been saying forever, man. Like we need to have like flag planting stuff with tent pole events around the biggest moments in basketball. There's more eyes on basketball right now because it's the playoffs. You know, the saying the regular season doesn't matter. So I think this is pretty exciting. So what I'm going to do, I have some bullet points or whatever, and then we'll go through the blog. Because I will say, as exciting as this is, I think a lot of people who are like deep into the Top Shot streets when this announcement came out were like, what? They're like, I think this is exciting, but I don't really understand it. So a couple of like nuts and bolts things, right? So they're gonna have a pack drop on Monday the 17th, and it's gonna be $29 for pack number 1, which contains 3 redemption moments and 7 common moments from Series 4. So $29 gets you 3 redemptions, 7 commons. The second pack drop is a $10 pack, which gets you 1 redemption and 2 commons from Series 4. And then that's like we're not getting other playoff packs, right? So then the next pack drop is going to be the NBA Finals or a legendary. It's going to be a legendary NBA Finals pack. What I think they did a great job with the redemption stuff, right, is they instead of like getting random ass stuff, right, a random ass Grant Williams moment, the way they did it is each team is going to get 2 redemptions, your 2 best players. So for the Celtics, for example, Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And then there's going to be a 3rd wild card. So if we do see an insane moment, Marcus Smart throws a wild alley-oop to Sneeps' guy, Luke Cornett, and it like wins the game or something, that will be the wild card. And they're doing that for every single team. All right, now let's get into the blog a little bit and work our way through. So here we go. And technically there we got like a master challenge here. Also, what they're doing too is win a trip to the finals. So every time you buy one of these packs, you get an opportunity to win a trip to the finals. All expenses paid for 2. And I believe they're doing it for games 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 2 different shots at it, which is cool. All right, this looks cool. Drop it down. We already talked about what the packs are. Sexy, sexy, sexy. All right. Wait, hold on. No, this is not what I was looking for. I thought, No, this isn't what I was looking for. Sorry, I thought there was a more in-depth bloggy boy here. Um, all right, let's learn more about the challenge. Now my computer's tweaking. Dun, dun, this is good content. All right, here we go. The 220 at 23. So this is what, all right, player one, you get a first round moment, conference semifinal moment, conference final moment, 2023 moment. So basically, what we're doing here is collecting these moments to move on. So in order to continue your path on to the next round, so by collecting and locking all the required moments, you'll earn a limited 2023 NBA Champions Challenge reward moment, which is a commemorative compilation highlight real team moment collectible that documents their journey through the playoffs. The total amount of these challenge rewards to exist will match the number of collectors that compete in it, right? Wait, I thought there was like hold on. Let me get back in. I thought there was a deeper blog here. Maybe this is what I was looking for. Also, Steve did a great video. Shout out Steve. All right. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Sorry, guys. I had this planned and then I moved links around. So we already talked about how this works. All right. Buy packs win a trip. We already talked about that. Introducing the Champions Challenge. Okay. You must collect all 12 moments and 3 uniques. The way they do it. So, no, they did. Where the fuck is the thing that they had a better example? Anyways, okay. So if a team gets eliminated, right? Garen says love the redemption, something fun and new. So you need to know like who's advancing into the finals, right? So it's not super predictive in the sense that like, we're gonna know the answer before the stuff goes live, but by collecting, like if you think the Celtics are going to make a run to the finals or win the chip, in order to complete it, you're going to need that Celtic stuff from the beginning. So let me make sure. I feel like, God, they were supposed to. I'm just going to hit you with some more of the bullet point stuff here. We already talked about them. I have one redemption or one moment from the preceding round. So ready? So you say you have a Tatum redemption or a round 1 Tatum moment that can be traded in for the round 2 moment. So in order to get the round 2 moment, you need to have had the round 1 moment to get rid of it. So you need to lock one, but you also need to get rid of one in order to advance into round 2. All playoff moments will be a part of the 2023 NBA set. You can collect as many as you'd like and trade them in for as many moments from specific players as you like. So it's all, and Roham actually did a Twitter thread on it yesterday. RIP. He used to follow me. He doesn't anymore. And explained it too. They're treating this redemption almost as like a mint pass for those of you ETH NFT bros. Which I thought was pretty exciting. Anyways, all in all, I wanted to give them a little bit of flowers. I think I wish there was a little bit more. I wish there was an easier way that this was rolled out. But I do think it's exciting. They also like with it's almost live. It's not officially live, but the Top Shot announced an affiliate program as well, too, that we're a part of. So everybody that was mad that it was hashtag ad so rare. Remember those? Remember all of you bros that were really mad about that? Well, now you're going to see it on Top Shot. So I'm excited for everybody to be mad about that as well. But yeah, so they launched an affiliate program. I know there's a couple of different creators participating in that, which is pretty exciting. It's only if it's new users though. So that'll be fun to, document. But that is exciting. It's cool to see them working with them. No playoff parallels is a W. Yeah. I mean, like, listen, I think the real W that they should get is that it doesn't seem like they're going to mint, 25 million moments. They seem to have, 5K that we've always joked that 5K is the active user base. So it seems like they're, paying attention to the supply, and they should get a W for that. It seems like there's a lot of excitement. For those in the chat who saw the announcement and have a kind of a grasp of what's coming, what was your feeling around this? Like, was this thumbs up? Was this thumbs down? Or was you just kind of like, I don't really care. It doesn't move the needle. Regulator wanted to say too, he said about the same size as Spotlight. Yeah. Spotlight. Yeah. Same size as Spotlight. I'm interested to see, because, my biggest thing, I always think they do a great job with like what moments they select and what they look like and the artwork and all that stuff. I always think that stuff is sharp. My biggest frustration was some of their infrastructure stuff. And like, I talked about their lack of announcement around the Dapper employee play policy, which again, they tweeted that out on Friday. We haven't heard anything else since then, since like the Good Friday tweet that was like, hey, what do you think? Nothing since then, nowhere else. So Thank you for caring. But this is like bringing me back in a little bit, but I will say there's been multiple times where we've been like, wow, this is sick. And then the users haven't really like come around it. Are they still doing sets like Hustle and Show this year? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure. Let's see. First reaction, this is awesome. Buying packs again. Second reaction, I don't know how much money I have to throw. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'll probably get a couple. I'll get a couple of packs, I think. After saying I wasn't going to, I think I'm going to want to participate in this. So um, it'll be fun to follow along throughout the playoffs, especially if it's my Beantown boys making a finals run, kid. So, anyways, that's kind of where I landed. But yeah, keep throwing your thoughts on this. It seemed like mostly positive. I haven't seen any negative reactions outside of it was a little confusing to understand. That was the only thing I saw. But for the most part, it seems like it answered a lot of the questions, or it curbed a lot of the frustrations that we had. Jumpshoot said buying on the marketplace might be better than the pack sale. Yeah, it might be. That's true. That is true. It might be better. All right. Anyways, let's get back. Let's fire this giveaway one more time. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag ICE. Snoop Loop saying we should do a team hold playoff bracket. We should do that. An unenthusiastic thumbs up. Okay. That's fair. Big ticket should. Oh, dude, man, I miss big ticket, but let's do it. We are from the city and on the big ticket, big ticket, big ticket. Gonna flip for $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there. God, what a throwback, huh? What a throwback. Big ticket. A banger, certified banger. All right, I wanted to we'll just like take a look at some so rare squads, and then I was thinking we could end the show with an underdog draft again. By the way, if you go to underdogfantasy.com and you sign up using promo code HOLD, you get a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. All right, here we go. Here is my squad. So excuse me, my rare contender is the one that I'm going to look at because that's the closest one. I'm currently in 40th place here. If we look at my team, so was able to, I showed this yesterday. What is going on? All right. Karl-Anthony Towns dropped the 70 bomb. Gabe Vincent, a little disappointed with 19. Malik Beasley was bad. He only had 7, but he gets another game still. Torian Prince dropped 32. And then we still got J-Dubs. So I'm hoping for a little cash. We still got all of the first round game from the weekend, so this will obviously come down. But the 70 from Towns is a great start. The 32 from Prince is chef's kiss. I'm going to need a 50 probably from J-Dub, and I'm going to need Malik Beasley to get up around 18 to 25, something like that, I think, to have a realistic shot. Let's look at first. I imagine first has 2 of Kyle Anderson, Towns, or Anthony Davis would be my guess. So first place here, we got AD with 71. Oh, no. Oh, Kyle Lowry. Yeah, Lowry had 69. Hashtag nice. Torian Prince at 33. The Bees 7. Nah. Wow, no Anderson in that first. No Anderson in the first few. I'm surprised by that. You know what? Kyle Anderson's cap was like pretty high. I wonder if that had something to do with it. All right. Anyways, we're going to go over to Underdog. We're going to do a dance here. The dance, this is why I'm excited about the dance. Dance is only 56% full, and it closes on Saturday morning, I believe. So it's the $10 one. And if you've never done best ball, basically we draft this thing one time. I'm going to switch. Oh God, my computer. I'm going to switch layouts here so that we can see a little bit more. But yeah, you draft one time and then it like optimizes throughout the entirety of the playoffs. It closes Saturday at 12:30. First place, Honey K. So we're going to get in this. If you want to join, we're waiting for one more person here. And then just a reminder too, for content, I'll have a Top Shot video coming out a little bit later today. We'll have 89 Cavs, I believe, tonight or tomorrow. I got to double check. And then Shot Take is back tonight as well. Morning Show will be back tomorrow, and then Friday, and we'll have some more So Rare talk on Friday as well too. So make sure you hit all those links in the show notes. Here we go. Waiting for one more to fill, baby. One more to fill. Get up on in here, girl. Sean says, question about So Rare. Does the percentage boost carry over to the next season? Otherwise, not that useful. Uh, it does, but you lose the current season boost, right? So oh, we get the 3 pick. The limited current season for like when you're in season is a 5% boost, and then it builds up over time. You lose the 5% when the new season starts, but you keep the rest of them. That's why playing them every week, either in contests or in training, was so important, because you need to build it up so that it's worth more than the new season cards, if that makes sense. All right, who do we got in here? I see Raxon Rack ZT. We got Sup XJP, Sean K. Sean, is that you? Paul Toth. We see Paul in here. Let me know if you're in the chat. If you're in the chat for this one. All right, we get the third pick. Hopefully, we had the third pick yesterday, and I was trying to get Tatum, and instead I got Jokic. I've been getting a lot of Jokic in the last day or so. This is going to be my first time trying to max something out, because I binked that big one the other last week. We got a nice little cache. Paul's in. Hell yeah, Paul. Let's go. So Rack is on the clock. I feel like I should move this. Maybe I'll do it. No, wait. What am I doing here? This one? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. That was like a rave. We were just like vibing right there. It was raving. That's so craven. Also, remember, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag ice. 46 entries, baby. All right, Giannis went first. I imagine Jokic goes second. We're able to get some Jason Tatum here. I've been lucky enough. I've gotten like 3 or 4 lineups so far that was able to start Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown as well. Oh my God, Tatum went second again. Man, people are so out on the Nuggets. It's crazy. Jokic at 3 is wild. I'm sorry. I know some of you are out there being like the Nuggets are going to get bounced in the first round. I think people are underselling them too much. I think it's like, listen, yeah, they limped into the playoffs a little bit. They had first place locked and loaded for like 2 months. And now they're going to play either the Wolves, the Pelicans, or the Thunder. That's Nuggets in 5. That's Nuggets in 5. And then the second round, sure. The second round, I'm here for that conversation, because the Suns are the favorites. The Suns are absolutely the favorites. Sneeds with some breaking news. Says the Shrek rave is on April 15th in Boston. There you go. There you go. That's exciting. We should all make our way to that. We should all be at the Shrek rave. That'll do, don't care. All right, it went Embiid. So it went, I'm sorry, I took Jokic, and then it went KD, Embiid, Booker, Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry. Nothing wild here. My goal right now is to be able to try to get Jamal Murray in the third round. So if Drew Holiday falls, we're going to take Holiday here. We're going to take one of Holiday or John Morant with our next pick. That's the move. That's the move for the bros. With our next pick, that's who it's going to be. Let's see. It went LeBron James. Wow. All right. I think I'm going to take Drew Holiday here, because we might be able to get a couple of bucks, and this gives us an East team. And I feel like anytime I've gotten Bucks players, it's been with the Giannis stack, and I kind of like this a little bit. Now we just hope Jamal Murray gets back to me, which he might not, right? So this person took Giannis first. I imagine he's going to try to take one of Brook Lopez or Chris Middleton. However, he might be doing the same thing that I did, where he's like, oh, well, maybe I can get Jamal Murray and get some nuggets with my Bucks stack. But I'm hoping that everybody's just kind of out on the Nuggets in general here. So for those listening, we took Jokic with the 3rd pick, Drew Holiday with the 10th pick, and then we're up again with the 15th pick here in a second. James Harden goes next, and that guy he started Harden, Giannis. Wow. Now he's got to take a buck. If he doesn't take Brook Lopez here, that is bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. What movie reference was that? Movie reference. Hit me with it. All right, my Ember battery officially died out, so we're done with the coffee. All right, Anthony Davis went next. So the guy started Giannis, AD, James Harden. Interesting. All right, come on, Jamal Murray, please make it. This guy, what's his roster? John Morant and Tatum. Hopefully he takes like Jaren Jackson Jr. here, or like Donovan Mitchell. Come on. Oh, he took Jamal Murray. All All right, we don't have a wing yet, so I think we're actually just going to take Chris Middleton here. So that gives us $2 and Jokic. Maybe we'll get like Michael Porter Jr. a little bit. All right, everybody was on it. Dodgeball, dodgeball, dodgeball. Jason Bateman. Well, like I'm books as hell. Yeah, Team Hold Shrek Rave meetup. Yeah, dodgeball is great. Also, big Jason Bateman fan. Big Bateman fan. Man, that's too bad. I was really hoping to get Jamal Murray there. The other thing I could do here is treat Jokic as a one-off and then maybe go fuck. Nah, Sabonis won't get back to me. What's Paul doing? Paul started with Steph and Embiid. So I imagine one of his next 2 picks is Clay, but I bet he takes Donovan Mitchell here, starts building out an East squad. Let's see, Paul. My guess is Paul goes Donovan Clay. Let's see. Because too early to. All right, there's Donovan. There's Donovan from Paul. And then it goes DeAndre Ayton. What is Ace? Ace has Booker, Paul, Ayton, and JB. That's a pretty solid start here. All right, Paul back on the clock. I could also see him just grabbing, I don't know. Wet Like a Book says, I'm jealous of these horns. Fun fact, look at those horns right there. Bang. I squeaked out Wet Like I'm Book for those horns. All right, Paul took Klay Thompson. I'm in your dome, Paul. I don't know what I'm going to do here next. We might take Aaron Gordon. No, that's not true. If Sabonis falls, I'm taking Sabonis. Sabonis in the 4th round is stupid. And Sean might take a guard here. Although, I don't know. Man, I kind of don't want to take Sabonis if I'm not going to get Fox. Let's see. Let's see. Did he just auto? Oh, my God. We're taking Sabonis. This is stupid. Sabonis with the 22nd pick is wrong. Now we just hope De'Aaron Fox gets there. Because then we would have, I don't care having a Jokic one-off. We've got $2, Jokic and Sabonis. And theoretically, the Nuggets could take, like the Nuggets and Kings could, like I like that they wouldn't match up until the Western Conference Finals, right? Clay wasn't exactly a big, I know, Paul. Paul, let me have my W's, man. Let me have my W's. All right, then Kawhi goes next. We might, I don't know if De'Aaron Fox is going to get there. I could see Rack on taking a guard here. He's got Harden, Kawhi, Giannis, AD. My man is just taking stars. Just taking stars. So maybe he does take Fox here. That sucks. If Fox gets snagged here, I'll probably take one of Gordon or Michael Porter Jr. just so I have a couple of nugs. All right, it goes Aaron Gordon. Come on, Foxy. Foxy, man. What's up, Flo? The Henry's here. Good to see you. Also, in case you're just joining, you can still like the stream, subscribe, hashtag ICE. Oice. All right, come on, sup. Don't auto-draft Fox on me, bro. Let's see what his squad is. Dude, go take... Yeah, dude, you need Desmond Bane. You need Desmond Bane. That's your third Grizz gang. He takes Desmond Bane, De'Aaron Fox. There we go. Oh, man, I love this start here. I love this start. We've got $2 and Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. We've got 2 Kangs light the beam with Fox and Bone. And people seem to not like Michael Porter Jr. anymore. So there's a chance he slips all the way. Have you ever listened to Smart List with Bateman? Yeah, Smart List is one of my my favorite pods, which is probably the whitest thing I've ever said. But I do. I'm a huge Jason Bateman fan. I'm a huge Will Arnett fan. Sean Hayes too. But like Arrested Development was one of my favorite comedies of all time. I love that show. Back when I was working at MIT, I moderated a talk, and it was with Mitch Hurwitz, who created that show, and Danny Zucker, who created Modern Family and a bunch of other shows as well. And that was a surreal moment. And that was like when I first started doing comedy too. So I was geeking out pretty hard there. All right. We are really rooting for Michael Porter to drop here. I would actually take either one of Bobby Portis or Michael Porter. I wouldn't hate getting a third buck here. And that would be like my finals team that I'm rooting for. So Maxey goes next. Paul's up. Let's see what is Paul doing here? Ooh, Paul probably wanted... No, you got Evan Mobley. This is a great start, Paul. I love your lineup. Steph, Clay, Donovan, Mobes, and Embiid. You probably wanted Maxey there, right? You bummed out about Maxey? I guess you could get Draymond here, but you probably can Get Draymond next. Yeah, exactly. That's the Maxey thing hurt. I'm sorry, Paul. All right, so then he goes Draymond. Yeah, I like Draymond. Makes sense. Get some of those guys for a guest spot in the offseason. Yeah, dude. I'll reach out to Bateman. I'll see if Bateman wants to do it. All right. The good news is we are getting one of Michael Porter or Bobby Portis. I like that here. I'm also staying away from the Heat, not because I don't think they can win this second game and get the 8th seed. I just have so much Jimmy Butler that I'm trying to find some other spots. All right, let's see. Sean is probably taking a guard here, right? Or no, you take Robert Williams. Okay, we're going to take Michael Porter. We're going to take Michael Porter. I think Michael Porter is going to be a problem for teams in the playoffs. If he can just shoot the ball well, we'll see. I'm loving this start, though. So, again, for the podcast listeners, Drew Holiday, De'Aaron Fox. Oh, I'm sorry. My Bucks are Drew, Middleton. My Kings are Fox and Sabonis. My Nuggets are Jokic and Porter. I will definitely take Bobby Portis here next if he's there. If he's not, we're going to try to steal somebody who can just help us get through the first round. I like finding guys like that can get us through the first round, you know? I would imagine somebody takes Bobby, but yeah, Bobby's off the board here. So we're off of the Bucks. And so I would like a third Buck here. So I'll probably Grayson Allen at some point will probably try to get. Mike, are you even a Celtics fan still? Underdog Celtics fan? No, I'm still a Celtics fan, but I also like that money. I was trying to take Tatum. And with my first overall, my first pick. But Tatum, for some reason, went second instead of third and messed everything up. All right, this team is wild over here. I'm going to look at Rack in a second. All right, we are going to take Mikal Bridges, I think, next. Get us one more wing that helps us get out of the first round here. We got 2 Kings, 2 Bucks, 2 Nuggets. This is a one-off. Just help us get through the first round. I want to look at Rack's team has Harden, Brunson, Giannis, Kawhi, Aaron Gordon, AD, Bobby Portis. That team is on cocaine. Speaking of cocaine, let's get a little Sawyer. We love a little Sawyer. This is a throwback episode. All right, Paul's on the clock next. He's got Steph, Donovan, Clay, Toby Harris. Man, I like this roster, man. So Paul here, 2 Warriors, 2 Sixers, 3 Warriors. Oh, I love this roster, man. You could go Jordan Poole and get a 4th one, or you just try to get a one-off guy to get you through, right? I can't believe I got to take Grayson Allen. Oh, I had Brown queued. Damn. Oh, Bruce Brown? Yeah, I was thinking, I was maybe going to take Bruce Brown. Takes Jimmy Buckets. There we go. I think Jimmy Buckets is fine, though. I really don't want to take Grayson Allen. I do need a third, though. I feel like that. Did Bruce Brown go early? What's Bruce Brown's ADP right now? No, pick 40. Yeah, he went a little early. All right. I think we're going to take Grayson Allen here. Just in case. I don't think anyone else is going to take him, but I want at least one team with 3, right? We're taking Mihal. Let's go. Mihal in the house. That's how you know we are back, baby. We are back. Yeah, I guess I could take Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with my 9th pick here. It just feels dirty to take KCP ahead of guys like Trey, Ant-Man. Trey should be going higher now. You're going to get a full round of Trey Young. That's a great one-off play. Even if it's only, I guess maybe it's only 4 games, so you're not thrilled about it. All right. So here we go. My squad: Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, and Chris Middleton for my Bucks. Kings, I have Fox and Sabone. Nuggets, I have Porter and Jokic. And then a Mikal Bridges one-off so far. We probably need one more one-off. I'm going to leave Jordan Poole for Paul if he's still there. I'm telling you that right now. Steve said, I don't know if these links are broken, but I have 2 redemption links posted on Twitter from last night's playback, and Top Shot claims they're still in redemption counts, so please go redeem them. Look at Sneeps doing the Lord's work. All right, we are in round 9 right now. We're officially in round 9. This dude, Rack's lineup is crazy. Like, that probably gets out of the first round and then it's toast. All right, Jordan Poole off the board. Sorry. I kind of don't hate taking Russ here. Like, Russ is you're probably going to get 5 or 6 games out of Russ, right? And man, Ant-Man and Karl Anthony Towns just like sitting there too. Man. We're gonna think Minnesota gets through. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna think Minnesota gets through. I hate it. I hate it. You know why I hate this? Because I'm already overexposed to these guys. I don't feel confident in what I saw last night. But man, the upside, especially because you guys don't believe in the Nuggets, right? And if they play Denver in the first round, I mean, Minnesota could steal a game or two. And then all of a sudden, you're getting like a lot of points from superstars. And then maybe we'll take KCP if he's still there and a few picks. If he's not, whatever. We'll just do 5 wings. I don't care. I don't care. I like this lineup though because a lot of problems with that I have with the Bucks stacks is that they're probably going to win in 4 games. And if they win in 4, it's going to be hard to get the Bucks out of the first round just with the way the scoring works, right? But because I have the Kings, who I mean, I feel like that's going to be a 6 or 7 game series. I feel like my Kings guys can get me through between Kings and Mikal Bridges. We'll see. I do think I'm taking I'm taking Trae Young, Russ, or KCP. Or I could take Kevin Huerter. We could go hurt. Hope the Kings go for a run. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, they should have stolen that game last night. I know. All right, KCB's off the board. It would be funny if it goes Russ Trae here to wind it down. Let's see what Paul, what are you going to do? Probably take Russ or Trae. I love this. Man, Paul, this is a fun lineup, dude. This is a fun lineup. Also, you could use another. Man, if Paul George. Ugh. Also, I'm so overexposed to SGA, and they're probably not even going to get in. Brutal. All right, Paul goes McDaniels. There you go. Fill out that Sixers stack. Sean K here. All right, so Paul's final roster: Steph, Donovan, Clay, Tobias, Jimmy Bucks, Jalen McDaniels, Embiid, Mobes, Draymond, and Looney. He is rooting for Warriors, Sixers. All right, my last pick. I think I'm going to just take Trae. I think I'm going to just take Trae. Hopefully that game, maybe they steal 1 game. All right, so my final roster: Drew Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, Grayson Allen, Trae Young, Middleton, Porter Jr., Bridges, Ant-Man, Jokic, Sabonis. And because we said Porter Jr.'s name so many times, I wear the Porters. Boom!
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things and buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
Hell yeah. All right, that's the squad, y'all. That is the squad. Thank you, everyone, for doing this today and hanging out. You know I'm not going to forget. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. We're going to give this away right here. If you win, shoot me a DM. Also, stand by. Stand by. We'll have a Top Shot video talking about the playoffs. I'm also going to be giving away one of those playoff packs, but you have to watch the video and comment, baby. So stay tuned for that. That'll come out this afternoon. We'll have some shows tonight. As always, appreciate everyone being here. We were up late watching hoops, and then we're starting the day right with Team Hold. So here you go. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM. Vinner, chicken dinner. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Daniel Rosenbaum. Congrats, D-Rose. Da Bulls. Go Bulls. I hope everybody has a great day. We are out.